Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Celtics own a comfortable lead. It's the Celtics with the ball as we start this fourth and final quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Paul to Booker. Lets it fly from long range. This guy can beat anyone straight up. Devin Booker, good closeout, still knocks it down.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
To Horford. Curling inside. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
First try, no good. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. And a pass stolen by Boston.
Don't play scared now. Let's push the ball. Let's get this lead up.
To Marcus Smart. Tatum. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Paul with it up top. The deficit now up to a dozen. Can't connect. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
And they called a foul. Felt a breeze there, Jay.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Celtics have it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Horford. Here comes the screen. And he throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
It's Phoenix ball. Gets to the basket and scores.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. They're set to jump it up to see who gets possession. Here comes the screen. To Horford. Bismarck Biyombo. Tips it. That's out. Last touch by Cameron Payne. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Oh, the Suns come up with the steal.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Suns control the possession. To Booker. Biyombo rocking the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Horford. To Marcus Smart. No good. To Booker. Runner here won't go down. The follow won't go either. Here's a chance from long range. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Paul across the timeline. Down a bundle. Had a chance, but it's no good.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
DeAndre Ayton to Booker. Paul. That's off the side of the rim, no good. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. Booker. To Paul. Beyond the arc for three. Off the mark. No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Horford. Turns and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout from Phoenix as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Paul. Slam dunk, DeAndre Ayton.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
To Marcus Smart. 4-3. The big man, Ayton, with the rebound. He's denied.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
And scores.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
Here comes the screen. Big slam. Oh, he looked like he was on a mission.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Horford. Count it.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Now Paul with the basketball. His guys down big. He gets it.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
Screen coming. To Marcus Smart. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Marcus Smart trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Missed it at the line. To Booker. Doesn't even see the defender. Buries the shot.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Paul into the front court. He'll run the offense. Now, big finish. Full head of steam that time.
These are missed opportunities. When a guy puts his head down, the help defender closest to the ball, you need to get your hand and scrape inside there. If he has his head down, he can't see you coming from the blind side.
Celtics have it. To Horford. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
Into the front court. It's Booker. Looking to make something happen. Paul. Down for McGee. McGee powers it through.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
To Marcus Smart. Tatum. He was all over him. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
And stuffs it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
To Booker. And they call the foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
JaVale McGee at the line for 2 shots. History not on his side. 58% from the line. And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. What a finish. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
JaVale McGee to Paul. Passed it off. Could not throw it down. To Marcus Smart. JaVale McGee. Huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Around the perimeter. Short jumper off the mark. To Mikal Bridges. Knocked loose. Mikal Bridges. Al Horford.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Booker. Paul. Off the iron. No good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Here comes the screen. Tatum. Crowder able to pull down the rebound. Paul into the front court. Trailing by 14. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
It's Suns ball. Booker to Paul. Here comes the screen. Active fans to stay with it. We'll get a jump. Time for some new personnel into the game. Mikal Bridges. Pass taken away by the Celtics.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
Here comes the screen. To Marcus Smart. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Booker with it. 14-point deficit. Knocked loose. Not done yet. Tatum. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good. Long heave from three-quarters court. It's a victory here for the Celtics. They've claimed their second ever championship in what was their 5th consecutive NBA Finals appearance. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Celtics must be feeling a million different things right now, all of them great. They've done it, NBA champions. Only a select few get a chance to experience the view from the mountaintop, and they absolutely deserve it. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Boston Celtics. The Suns couldn't fight off elimination. It was a valiant effort, but they just couldn't get it done. I can already hear their fans saying it now. maybe next year. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Phoenix Suns.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Tatum was aggressive today with his scoring, getting his points right at the basket. He put down a crazy number of dunks in today's matchup. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
That's another postseason in the books, and I'm already dreading the wait for more hoops. See you next season.